Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Wednesday, middle of the week, date night, hump day. You know the drill. Every Wednesday. It marks the middle of the week. That is about it. So, today, Leather Bag Lady weather report. It is sunny and cloudy. We had some storm activity last night, which has cooled it down quite a bit today. It's still warm, but it's quite nice. You never know. I might go and sit on the deck for a little bit. I just got a message from Pius to say he might be an hour or so later today. So, maybe I'll go and have some thinking time out there. But anyway, today's bag is not a bag. Well, it's not a bag of sorts. I have a bunch of accessory cases that are from the 50s and 60s. And they are mostly men's grooming tie and handkerchief cases, toiletry bags, that kind of thing. And I've had them for a very long time. So again, this is me, as I've said already, digging into the depths of my outbuildings and coming up with items that I forgot I had. So today's offering is a gentleman's toiletries case. Let me just zip it up. And here it is. I am sure we've all seen either our dads or our granddads with said case or something along its lines. Now, this has been personalized. HB, hot bod, hot buddy. I always try and come up with something fun to take the place of what was somebody's initials. And it's fun when people say, oh, what does HB mean? Hot bod. Because chances are you're going to be in some state of undress when you're digging into this baby. So the leather is very structured. It does have a little bit of creasing. I mean, let's face it, this is 40 odd years old and 50 odd years old. So there you go. It zips on 3 sides and opens up as such. So inside you have the tag, which is Cooper Weeks Limited, made in Canada. Now, I know I've done some research on this company before, and I really couldn't find a lot of information. Cooper Weeks is part of, I believe, what is now Cooper Sports, or what was Cooper Sports. I think Cooper, maybe I'm saying stuff I shouldn't say, but I do believe that back in the day, this was the preamble to Cooper Sports. And these were items that they made. Here's for toothbrushes or, whatever you can imagine. There's a little separator. Maybe that's for your wet face cloth or something of that nature. And then there's the carcass of the toiletry bag where you put all your shaving gear, your deodorant, your your hooer lure. I was going to say aftershave, and it just came into my head. That's what my mom calls it, the hooer lure. Well, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that's inappropriate. But oh my goodness me, my mom just popped into my head. Now I'm having a hot flash because, I don't know, maybe I'm embarrassed. I don't know. But anyway, there's space for all your stuff. There is a loop so that you can hang it if you so choose. It's just a really, really cool piece of Canadian fashion history, if you can call this fashion. Now, back in the day, it wasn't fashion, but I guarantee you, if you're a gentleman and you pull this out in the middle of a change room or a gym or a hotel or wherever you are, this is most definitely going to be a conversation piece of some sort. So that is today's listing, and I think I've listed it under bath and accessories or something like that, because that's what it is. Woo, 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 woo. So it has been listed, and I will upload the video as soon as it has uploaded. And there we go. It is the day before we leave on our trip. So it is going to be very cool in the morning. So we tried our chaps on last night. That was interesting. Mine are a little long. They belong to my girlfriend, who is probably 3 to 4 inches taller than me. She says I can cut them, the bottom, but I really don't want to do that, but I will if I have to, I guess. So we'll fart around with those later to see if we can salvage something of the length, so that if for some reason she wants them back, she can have them back. She says she doesn't want them back, but you never know. So I don't want to damage them to the point where she can't wear them. Well, it wouldn't be damaging them, just change them so that she wouldn't be able to use them. Whew. So I got my hair cut today, and a little bit of running around, and some grocery shopping. I'm making chicken rice soup tonight, getting rid of some leftovers from last night. And that is it. It is just going to be a little bit of an interesting evening, trying to pack the bike up with whatever it is we're going to bring. We went last night to Shoppers Drug Mart to get travel sized body wash and all that. $5.99 for a little Dove men's, what a crock of crap that is. And the guy on the cash says, "Oh, you'd be better to buy the big one." I'm like, "Well, if we could fit the big one, we would. And if we could fit the big one, we wouldn't be buying it, because Pies has got like 14 of them in the cupboard." So, yeah, we'll see. Everything gets rolled apparently, which is fine. I just think of our trip to the East Coast, and we took one bag between us. And to be honest, we didn't use half of what we took. So, pair of jeans. I'm going to take a pair of leggings that are a little bit warmer, because if it's going to be 12 degrees, 13 degrees in the morning here. Now, by the time we get up north, it'll probably be after lunchtime, so hopefully it will be a bit warmer up there. But at nighttime, it's probably going to be cool. So you just never know what to bring. And sunscreen and bug spray and all that kind of stuff. A bathing suit, a towel, something to sleep in, because we're sharing a cabin with another couple. Not sure how that's going to work, but hey, you never know. There's always a first time for everything. And that will be that. So needless to say, there will be no videos. There will be no listings until next week. But that's okay. There's enough on there for you to look at. And if you really want to look at some different stuff, go to leatherbagLady.com. That is my Shopify store. And see if there's anything you like over there. None of that stuff is vintage, but it is gently used, and it is in the same amazing condition that all my vintage bags are in. And you never know, you might just find something. The prices are a little bit cheaper, just because these items are not vintage, but the shipping is still the same. So you do have to pay shipping over there, whereas Etsy you don't. So that's kind of the balance. So anyway, that is it for me today. Hopefully you have a great rest of the day, and maybe you're going out on a date tonight, or maybe you're just waiting for the end of the week, because it is Labor Day weekend this weekend. And we just got told that there's lots of construction on the highways this weekend. So please make sure you check that before you go anywhere, especially on the QEW Oakville Burlington. Listen to me, I should get a freaking job on CHCH. Anyway, so that is the item today. And a little bit of a trivia thing, not that you would ever know what this brand is, Preston and York. But I thought it was kind of interesting, also known as Dillard's. Now, Dillard's I've heard of. The original 5 and dime store in Nashville. So that I thought was kind of fun. They sold it to open a department store in 1956. It was bought by Mayer and Schmidt. And then it just went from hands to hands. 1960, Brown and Duncan. 1963, Joseph Pfeffer. And 1969, it went public. So I'm not sure if it went public as Preston York or as Dillard's. I think probably Preston York, and then it turned into Dillard's, which is very similar to, what's some of the other, there's a department store in my head and it's just gone right out of my mind. Oh well. Oh, more hair falling out. I swear to God, I should be bald, the amount of hair I lose. Yeah, it's gone. I thought it started with a P. No, it's gone. So I will love you and leave you, again, as my mom says. So have a great weekend wherever you are, and I will talk to you next week. Bye, everybody.